Okay, it's day 2 on building a deck with one person or by yourself. Got these footers. Concrete's good and dry. Post bases are in, but today's objective is getting this ledger board off. And like I was saying in the last video, I'm gonna put another ledger board pretty much where this one is. I got to get this one off and see what it looks like behind there, because there is not any flashing. I don't know if there's rotten rim joist in there or not, or band seal. But then I'm gonna have to bring another ledger board around here. Now this one is sitting too high. If you watched that other video, you would know that this was a separate deck from over there. So I want to get this ledger board removed, and I'm gonna have to lower this to make it line up with the other, which means I'm gonna have to cut some of this out. Probably just gonna have to remove this first board here. As you can see, this is a whole board and then a new board, so probably just take that little bit out. Hopefully just take this board off, take that ledger board off. I was going to remove it anyway. My new ledger board will be a little lower, and then there are some spare boards that this customer had around there. I'll kind of put some new pieces in, cut out this trim. But anyway, just kind of getting a new ledger board on, prepping all of that, getting some flashing on it, and then hopefully get my beams set today. And then if things go good, I can start putting some joists up. But that's kind of the plan. Put all of this wood on Facebook Marketplace this morning. I put it on there at 7:45, I think. So hopefully somebody will come and get this. Okay, did find some rock. So let's see, this board, they just put the deck ledger up against just a regular piece of that side, and they just put it right up against it. Then behind that was this foam insulation board. I don't know why there's a gap right there, but down through here is not bad, but in here it is bad. I mean, it's just falling right out of there. I don't know how far in there it goes, but definitely a termite issue. I guess that's termites, either that or that's friggin' birds. Anyway, so I might have to deal with that. So I think what I'm gonna do is take this board off as carefully as I can, because we don't have any more of those. And then I'm gonna see about digging that band seal out and replacing it before I go on. But good video, but that's definitely a good indication of why you need to put flashing. I don't see it very often around here, but there's gonna be some flashing on there when I get done. But I took a few pictures to show my customer, because I told her ahead of time that since it didn't have flashing, there's a good chance of rot. So I'm gonna start working on that. I hadn't gotten this other board off, but maybe it won't have rot. You know, the deck was here, so water was just hitting and falling. Maybe there's a better chance that it won't have rot there, but I'm gonna take it off, and if it is, I'll replace that. All right, I got a new outer band seal put in. It's a 2x10 running all the way across there. Had to notch out right here. I stuck a plumbing line up through there. The one behind there, the band seal behind this one, it was a double 2x10. Excuse me. It had a little rod in it, but I can't take them both out or the wall's gonna drop down an inch or two. So what I have decided, especially after talking, kind of running it past a couple other guys, the best thing to do is put take the outer one out, which is what I did, put a new one in, and then go on the inside and then take the one on the inside, take it out. Luckily these joists are running, I'll try to show you. These joists, I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're running parallel with this side of the house. So I wouldn't have to take loose a bunch of joists that were running this way. On the other side of that is, well, yeah, there's some plumbing and all in there, but I'll just let the homeowner know what I did. If she wants to get that inner board replaced, I'll come back and do that another time. But getting this done will allow me to keep moving, and I can still get to that other seal if we decide to do that at some point. So I wanted to show you that real quick because I've got this ledger board attached. I'm gonna start coming across through here now with a new ledger board, but I'm fixing to cover this up, or at least the lower half of it, and I want to show you what I did so far. Okay, I think it's time for another quick update. I've already showed you this, but I got ledger board there, got that in with a bunch of tap cons. Another little piece there with some tap cons. Got these in with these are not ledger locks, but they're a 3 1/8 inch ledger screw type thing. I think Ledger Lock might be the brand. Anyway, you can see where I've already marked off where my joists are gonna hit, so these wouldn't interfere, but after I did it, it probably wouldn't interfere anyway. They sit in, but if you're using like a wedge anchor or something with a big head, you wanna mark off where these joists are gonna land so that these don't interfere with that. This is all good and level, and then I got it running around this side also. I don't have ledger locks in that. That's just nailed in because my joists are going to be running this way, so there's no joist that's going to be running into that, so that's not going to be supporting anything, so I didn't waste high dollar bolts on that area. Something worth pointing out, you know, this is building a deck by yourself. When I put these long boards up, that's a 16-foot board or just short of it, I put one screw ahead of time in that end, and then I tacked, you see this board's still here, I tacked this board up so I could set this end of the 2x8 right here, went on down, and as a matter of fact, I kind of had a little bit of a level line drawn, not all the way, but a good bit of the way, so that when I got down on that end, I could just get it close to level, pop that screw in, then I came back down here, made sure this edge was flush, tacked it a couple times, went back to that end, pulled the screw out, got the board level, put the screw back in, and then I came back and tacked it all up. So that's how you can do that by yourself. I used this same board down here. This board I was able to get in just one-handed without any help and good and plumb. But once I was ready to put this board in, which is 12 feet, something like that, that same little board I got down there, I tacked a couple spots in right here with a little bit of this hanging over so that I could take this board, set it up on that ledge. Same deal, had a screw down there ready to go, put the screw in, came back, got this good and flush, tacked a nail, went back down there, had my level handy, laid the level on top, pulled that screw out, got the board perfectly level, and then I ran the screw back in. So that's how you can do that one-handed or one person. So far I've done every single bit of this all by myself. Oh, and by the way, all that wood's gone except for that little teeny bit over there. Somebody from Facebook showed up about 2 hours after I posted that. He came and got it. As a matter of fact, somebody else showed up 10 minutes after he got here, and he was going to get it too. What is that? Ugly booger. Termite. Help me. Okay, I guess I better show this before I cover it up. Got this flashing on. Wasn't real sure best way to put it on. It doesn't have, I don't think it does. God, I need to check. It might have a sticky back on it. Okay, it don't seem to have a sticky backing on it. I've worked on that. I don't think it does. Doesn't say anything about it. So anyway, got some roofing nails and tack that in. You know, I gotta get that, has gotta go in. So if it were sticky, I could take it and just push it in there and it would stick. I started to put a nail right there, but then I realized obviously you don't want a nail there, then water would pool and kind of defeat the whole purpose of the flashing. So I'm just gonna kind of work with this as I go. But right now I gotta get this styrofoam board back in here just as a filler, if nothing else. And then I'm gonna get these boards and tack them back on. But as I go, see, I marked all my joist off. So much for that. I have to remark that, which ain't a big deal. But when I put my joist on, I don't know, I just gotta need to make sure that these are pushed up good, but I don't want any exposed nails. So anyway, the biggest thing was I want to show you this flashing before I kept going. Got it down through here, it's almost just like a skirt, but I'll just kind of make sure I'm tucking that in as I go. And I'm fixing to start covering that up. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Probably be a good stopping point. I got this wood back on. Stuff is very fragile. But my deck boards are gonna run in here and hide that, I hope, for the most part. But you can see how this flashing's working now. It's up under this siding, so as water will run down, it'll come here and it'll just keep right on moving. So that's the way to do it. You know, you won't have to worry about that rod anymore. But I got these boards on. Went ahead and got this one on all the way up here. So now you can see where the deck's gonna be. In an earlier video, this deck was sitting up higher, but I got a board notch out there, got the flashing all put on. Got this gutter piece tied back in here. I think I lost this screw. I know I did, unless I can find it real quick, but I've got some sheet metal screws in the trailer. I'll pop that on and I'll be back ready to go. I've got these 6x6s in the post bases that on the previous video. I guess it's going to be a two-part video. I just popped these in. I cut these in half. I popped these in. I was kind of waiting on that guy to get out of here while he was loading that wood up. But I've got these ready to go. So tomorrow I'll be able to, went ahead and built this beam while I was waiting too. So tomorrow I'll be able to pull a string off that ledger board and get out here and find level, and I'll be able to notch these 4 posts, set this beam up, and do the same thing around there with those 3 short beams that are going in back there. But that's all for this video. Stay tuned for part 3. It'll be probably setting post and setting beams and installing the joist. Until then, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, leave a comment, and again, I'll leave a link to the Facebook group, Professional Handyman, where a bunch of guys ask questions and answer questions, talk about our lives and what's going on. We even got a contest going on there growing out of. We're gonna make May Mustache May. Everybody grows a mustache out. I'm gonna give a free hat out, and I'm gonna say it again. Go check out Premier Outdoor Living. Go check out his channel, and if you'll tell him that I came out or I sent you, I would appreciate that. Maybe he'll give me a shout out. All right, thanks for watching, guys.